Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually had a really big PlayStation and Xbox glitch that just happened as of these past few days, which have completely and utterly destroyed a whole brand new game. Now, there's a little bit of it on the intriguing side, a little bit more of like a somewhat outside of my usual topic I go and cover, but when it comes to console games as a whole, this was actually just a very entertaining story. Nonetheless, it actually has completely also ruined an entire game pretty much. So this is kind of crazy to go and see nonetheless, and let's go and talk about it. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch down below if you guys also want to follow for those bonus giveaway entries. We have a $500 PS5 Slim and also just a $500 cash giveaway going on, so subscribe, all the good stuff down below, and let's dive into the video itself. So as you guys may or may not know, there's a lot of folks out there in the console community who play specific games, think say like FIFA, I think games like NBA 2K, or as well even sometimes other various gacha based games. So think games out there that are like, like say like a Genshin Impact or Honkai Impact, where you basically go and you spend a little bit of money, you get additional roles, you have a chance to do like card openings, pack openings, etc. And maybe a quick example I can show you guys over here from just a random guy I saw up on YouTube called Carlos Story, where they sometimes have games out here where basically you go and spend real life money and real life currency to go get specific things. Some games are slightly more pay to win, some games are more of like a big grind, and you essentially have a chance over here to like go and spend some money, and you have a chance to get different characters for like ultimate teams, and it's kind of like almost like an online gacha sports collectible, and you have a chance to go get all these different types of packs. Your characters have different scores, different ratings, and basically if you have like a bunch of really good high-end characters, it basically makes your team slightly better. I'm trying to explain this a little bit more on the lap. Like, I've played these types of games, or I've seen things like FIFA pack openings, but I'm not the most, inclined to know that much about it. But basically, the end of the moral story is it's kind of like a gacha style or RNG style. You could spend some real life money, or also go and buy currency, go and buy polls, go buy packs, whatever it might go be to make your teams a little bit better. I think it's kind of like nerdy sports, like Magic the Gathering or whatever it might be. Now, I'm cool with this. I love it. I have a lot of friends who are really into this, more so on the FIFA side. And basically, they'll be okay spending money for like ultimate teams and all of that, which I think is cool. I think it's a fun concept. And obviously, I'm not someone who would spend too much money myself, but I'm one of those people, if you like it, you enjoy it, you play it, you roll with it, that's all good. And that's kind of the premise of what this really big issue is going to be. Where right now there is a massive glitch and massive basically like mispricing in one of the stores that completely ruined NBA 2K. Now this actually got big enough to even end up on Washington Post and Bloomberg and a lot of the other various big places. I'm gonna go to Highline and go talk about this because it's just very entertaining to go and see. So over here we have the red post over here, so thankfully very much for Duck Miles Long to go and have a chance to not, because some days big articles have like those, you could always see 5 a week or whatever, saying fans of the new NBA 2K24 video game are calling on the game's publisher to respond after an in-game error netted some players thousands of dollars worth of in-game content for free. There was a huge massive glitch and a huge massive basically game. It almost kind of ruined the game economy because it seems like everyone got a bunch of free stuff who took advantage of this, and well, they didn't have a chance to roll back at all. So just after midnight on December 26th, eagle-eyed players noticed that the game's My Team mode, in which players just collect the digital cards and unlock past and present NBA players with different stats and abilities, kind of somewhat similar to like what I just showed you guys over there, was offering a deal of the day promotion for a digital card of NBA star Paul George. The card's purchase price, however, was lower than its actual sell price. So savvy gamers bought and sold the card multiple times, and as a result, stashed away millions of coins, and for reference, 1 million coins is worth $150, as the error was left untouched overnight. So basically, anyone who had a chance to go and see all this type of stuff is like, hey, like we can basically go and buy this card for $50,000. It sells for $100,000. Let's just keep on buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling until I have a bunch of this free in-game currency that would typically go and cost money to go and do it. Now, 2K games are usually really big. Like these are really, number one, profitable games, and number two, a lot of people play them. I'm sure some of you guys even watching this video have probably actually played it themselves. So with their coins stacked, gamers then purchased any card they wanted in that same exact system, including the costly and ultra rare things like Kobe Bryant card, which can cost around 2 million coins, or around $300 if you guys actually do real life money. And then players also snagged the new Victor Wembanyama card. Yeah, I completely chucked that one up, worth around $75, which has been deemed one of the best players to use in the game itself. And typically you usually have to do a lot of grinding or do a lot of like microtransaction selling when it comes to all of this. Like, and that's I think one of the more intriguing things out there, where you have a chance to go and scheme the system. So are you going to go and scheme the system? Yes, I think you would. I probably would. I'll be honest with you guys. But this is also kind of a somewhat game-breaking bug slash issue slash oversight where people just basically got a bunch of stuff for free. Now, this is nuts. So basically also have a chance to go to other different people such as LeBron James, as well also for all these really high price points that were also rounded up, and you basically had a bunch of free money for it too as well. So the debacle happened on the day after Christmas when NBA 2K, a gaming franchise played by millions every year and owned by the billion-dollar company Take-Two, which I'm sure you guys have heard about, typically sees a brand new influx of players too as well. So it was until on late Tuesday morning that 2K even fixed the mistake and made it so that George's card sold for less than his buy price, and several gamers posted photos of their account wiped of all their coins, but funny enough though, not on any of their cards though. So the more important thing actually at the end of the day is the card. So obviously, if you get, like, say, a LeBron James card, you somehow got, like, the Kobe Bryant cards, whatever it might be, you're saving hundreds of dollars. And as well, if you just went on a massive, massive buying spree, this is nuts. But it also ruined the game. Like, this actually, this was rough. We even had some other folks as well saying the Paul George Massacre is an embarrassing event, said Cody Richardson, an NBA 2K YouTuber named Big C Richie with 41,000 followers, has completely dismantled and ruined the game mode as we know it. Which actually makes it makes sense. It actually makes a lot of sense. Mainly because, well, at that, like, you just have some people who got a bunch of free money and they didn't have to spend thousands of dollars if they got a bunch of different cards all at once, which makes the game a lot easier for them to deal with, which makes a lot of sense, at the end of the day. So basically, here too, the representatives for NBA 2K did not respond to multiple requests for a comment about players taking advantage of the error, the cost of its cards, or of its plans to institute bans for players who purchase cards during this window. So right now, they are going completely silent, completely 100% silent on all this type of stuff. But the shopping spree controversy is still reverberating throughout the super online community, who typed out their frustrations on X and ranted on YouTube videos. So some players said the error allowed some users to get the best teams in the game for free, meaning newbies who got the game on Christmas won't even stand a chance against these online competitors. So number one, the game itself lost money. So I'm sure some of the bigger and like higher end up folks are probably not happy about it because like the executives are like, we want to make this holiday money. And if we just lost thousands, if not millions of dollars, that does make things a lot more harder to have to go and see. Now, part two, this also ruins the actual game because you have like some of these people who took advantage of this 1 day, 2 day glitch. It also will at that point ruin the entire game economy because people had to go and spend a lot of money on it or to do a lot of other various things. So the shopping spree controversy is basically just an issue. They say what customer that spent hundreds of dollars would want to continue spending money when they could just simply wait for the next exploit to happen, said Richardson. I will give them the benefit of the doubt that it's the holidays and not everyone's around to make a decision, but I hope the right thing is done. It also makes things a lot harder too as well. I mean, because that is a good point. Like, what if someone did go and spend $300 to get the same stuff that someone got for free? I'd be upset. I'd want my money back. I feel like at that point, like, if just someone had a chance to pull an exploit like that, that's rough. But at the same time, I'm also one of those people who I'll be honest, I'd probably be trying to go take advantage of this because I don't want to spend $500 in like a 2K game. But that's just me. I'd rather be a little bit more frugal on that one. But that's just how I'd play it. Like, I wouldn't want to spend the money for the microtransactions too as well. So it makes me kind of go and set. Anyway, so for this one too, they have no official apology. They have no official post. There's no been official make right. It's disappointing, said Matt Eastwood, a 33-year-old 2K gamer who goes by between the threes on X. And it basically said that makes you lose faith in 2K and makes it easier to not feel invested in the mode, which why would I would not at all. Like, I would feel horrible. I'd feel lame. I'd feel bored. And this also apparently wasn't the very first time too as well, because on the December 5th, 2K released a set of digital cards that were based on real-life NBA moments from the season, and then players who bought all the moments-based cards would unlock special digital cards of Minnesota Timberwolves forward Rudy Gobert and also Kyle Kuzma. However, when the cards were made available in the game, the Gobert and Kuzma collection rewards were available for purchase outright, so players bought and sold them for thousands of coins, allowing them to snag other top-tier cards in the process as well. So basically, they've had this have a continuous issue. They go wipe away different coins that people got. They also have different publishers too as well, like people have like free cards and whatever to make up for the mistake too as well, but at the same exact time, people are still finding these exploits and going through it. And that is the pain over there. And that makes sense because it kind of makes it harder for new players. It makes it harder for people who already spent money who want to support the game. And at the end of the day, it just kind of seems like people just expect a little bit more. They want people to do better. They want people to go and actually enjoy their game. They don't want people spending money for no reason. And at the same time, I completely understand that because, well, yeah, that is just it just stinks. Like, you just want to be able to go and enjoy the game that you're spending money on. You want to not be at an unfair disadvantage or waste your money, or at the same time have to be up 24/7 trying to find all these exploits. So this has been a pretty much big issue. Like, this basically ruined the entire game economy, and at the same time, it will get better over time, sure, but at the same time, like, companies that are worth billions of dollars should not really be allowing this to happen, especially on multiple times. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below, and make sure you guys are a part of the brand new giveaway. Will be ending very soon, and I appreciate y'all so much for watching here in the first place.